Hey,
So,
Andrew.
hey, Shobs. So, sometimes we're surfing the web and we find a really great flight somewhere and we want to take the family. Now, with some of the less expensive airlines, what you don't expect are the surcharges, and usually it's luggage. So, to sort of alleviate that problem, we're going to show you how to get not just yourself but the kids prepared for 6 full days, let's say a week, okay, in a place like, in this case, it'll be Malaga, where it's warm. We're cold now, so we have to have some transitional clothing, but we're going somewhere warm. So we just want them to be able to carry something very small that they could just put as, in the overhead or even under their chair. As you see, this is beautiful little small thing and nice and light so they can handle it themselves. Okay, so first things first, make sure, especially with girls, they've got enough underwear. um, I like two per day. I have a girl myself, and I've been with my wife for almost 20 years. It's a two per day thing, so better more than less. And then with socks, because we're going somewhere warm, you never know if the weather turns or they scrape themselves, etc. You always should bring socks, even though you're going somewhere warm and they may never use it. But good 4 pair is good. Okay. Um, Now, I like to always bring one nice dress because, just in case mommy and daddy want to go somewhere nice. Okay, so we're going to do probably saw this in my previous videos, we're going to do the rolling effect here. Okay, that way, believe it or not, the stuff comes out less creased. And again, when you're packing, look for the little crevices. It really just works out well that way. Okay. Okay, so I think for a little girl, she should, for 7 days, I think two bathing suits is more than enough. I think most parents overpack bathing suits, one per day, etc., etc. More often than not, they get in and out of the pool, you dry them, and you never get to the other four. So, again, pack them together, make sure they're together, just tightly roll them, done. Okay? Now, just because we're going somewhere warm doesn't preclude the fact that the temperature may change, so always bring at least one pant that's on the warm side. So this is a beautiful terry cloth pant. It won't be too warm on a hot day. It's probably nice to toss on after a day at the beach even. But just in case, we're going in a funny time of year where you can certainly change, always have one pair with you. Just find a good crevice for that. And the same goes for the jacket. Now look for, always purchase something nylon like this, which is um, sort of a windbreaker and also water resistant. And again, a lot of these can pack into, for example, this probably came like that. So a lot of them have their own little zippers. And they just sort of pack in like that. See that? And then fold in. Okay. So that's sort of emergency stuff that I just mentioned, the pant and the windbreaker. Now for the fun stuff, let's hope it is warm. That's why we bought the tickets. For 7 days, 4 sets of shorts is more than enough. Now, especially if you're going to bring a jean short like this, it's very resilient to, being soiled, etc. So if you pack well, meaning, you're not packing silk and linen where once it's soiled, it's hard to get off. Good cotton like that. Just like a broken twill or a denim is always good. Now see, Marissa, who is Shoba's daughter, is smart. She has very neutral colors outside of this white, which can get dirty. Just about everything can take a little bit of dirt, and even though it looks colorful, a lot of this stuff really goes together. See, we're just using sort of base blue colors, and then along with that, this is where you can get a little fancy. You get your little sleeveless shirts. Now 4 is more than enough again, I think. You go in and out of these. They're probably going to be in their, hopefully in their swimsuits most of the day. They'll be tossing this in, and this is very easily packed. And again, buy cotton, because if they do get sauce or juice or whatever it is that they're eating and drinking on themselves, that's an easy hand wash in most hotel rooms. And if you're lucky enough to have a washer dryer, that's fine. See, look at that. Okay, obviously the kids need to sleep at some point, even in Spain. So 2 sets, I think 2 sets are more than enough. You know, it's funny because we always pack for a vacation and we feel like everybody's watching us sleep as well. And if you really think about it, we probably wear our pajamas the whole week without changing them. So 2 is more than enough. These are cute. I'll even just go straight to breakfast with some of these. Now I like to also bring a couple of long sleeve t-shirts in cotton. So sometimes, you know, after a long day in the sun, at night when the sun comes down, you actually feel a little cool. So this is a nice way of sort of keeping yourself a little warm. And also at night, it's just nice to have to be a little covered up, especially for a young lady. It'll be nice with her shorts as well. So 2 is more than enough. So technically, you've got a shirt per day. That should do you. You know, any more than that, you're really overpacking. And also, you have to remember that one of those sets is what they're traveling in. So because we're leaving from London, it's on the cooler side. Okay, so we'll put her in sort of a sweats here, and of course this is a little heftier than the one we packed, so that way she could stay warm. And again, if the weather changes or at night she feels a little cooler, she's got that. So that's what she's traveling in. Okay, look at all this room you've got. Now she's gonna wear her sneakers. Always put the kids in the shoes that are heaviest. There's no need to pack a heavy shoe. So she's going to have her Crocs, which is her closed-toe shoe, just in case we do something active, but you know, doesn't need a sneaker. Always put them in plastic bags because, you know, the clothes in here are clean and these are not. And then flip-flops, of course, for the pool and the beach, and even if it's just a stroll to the store next door. There you are. Again, flip-flops are great. You find a little crevice for that. See, it just fits right in. You're set. Now you got all this room. You know, you put the important stuff such as medicine, etc., that the kids need. And then if you want to give them some space and some leeway, for example, if they have a dog they can't live it out, there's some space. That's Bubba. Some space for that. And of course, because it's a carry-on, you know, she could even put her iPad in there. She could put her books in there. And if she needs it throughout the trip, she can bother her parents to bring them down for her. So look at all that space. Keeping it light. You know, and now again, you know, I'm going to be checking all of these. So make sure you don't pack anything that's sharp, etc., etc. I know I don't need to tell you that, but you don't want to be stopped because of that. So when the kids are packing their bags, make sure they're not bringing their scissors or anything. So that's Marissa's nice little girl there. See how light that is? And she's set for 7 days. Okay, so we're gonna move on to her brother now, and it just shifts just a little bit. So let's go to his room.